Hello, folks. It's Phil. Been a while. How's it going? It is blah blah blah, and I got my glasses right here, half of glasses, as you can tell. It is 6:14 on Thursday, April 24th, 2025. What are we doing? Well, this is for you, Colby. I mean, this is what you bought, and we appreciate it. I haven't used it much. This is that air fryer. What I'm doing today is we're going to eat some steak out of the air fryer. And I had two steaks about this big, about that thick. And I cooked them at 375 for 15 minutes on one side, and I flipped them over and I tried to cook them for 15 more minutes at 375, and the whole house filled up with smoke. So they've got to be done, and they look done. So we're about to see something really interesting here. I didn't make a bunch of potatoes and stuff. This ain't gonna be a big, fast, long thing, but I'm actually heading towards a carnivore lifestyle. I mean, I love my grits, I love my bread, but the bread's a problem. I mean, really a problem. So anyway, let's get a plate. I'm gonna get a plate that's plain so you can see the steak. There's that. Here's one steak. Right here. Right there. That looks pretty done to me. And here's another steak. Okay. There we go. Here's a knife. Here's a fork. And I put some pepper and salt on it, but what did I, there it is. Okay, I got pepper and salt right here. Let's take a look at it. Let's cut it through the middle. So that is definitely done. I like my steak done. I don't like bloody steak, but that's done. That's done. It actually, and it cut pretty good actually. Now I watched a video on YouTube from America's Test Kitchen. They said to rub it, get your steak, wipe it off with a paper towel. Rub it with what oil you want to put on it, put some pepper and salt on it, and then cook it. They said 390 for between 13 and 15 minutes. Flip it over, cook it 390 for 13 to 15 minutes. I brought the temperature down to 375. I cooked it 15 minutes, and I turned it over and I cooked it. It's saying 434 here left on it. So it's 15, just say a little bit over 10 minutes more. And that's what we got here. So what we're going to do is, I want to put a little bit more pepper on this one little spot here. This is black peppercorn grinder from McCormick. It's about the only grinder worth of shit that I found. But honestly, if I'm going to use grinders, I got to get one that's got a little salt on it. I got to get one that's got a battery powered thing on it, because I'm just too lazy to do this. Now I put peanut oil on this. Now I rub the peanut oil into it, and I put the pepper and salt on the outside. So let's see what we got. So I did overcook it, but it's still tender. Now the outside has a crust. That's pretty damn good actually, I gotta admit. Thank you, Colby. Now, Don't think this is mess free because both of those drawers are full of oil, but that's okay. Now, if I'm smart, what I'll do is I'll take the oil, pour it into a container, cover it, and put it in the refrigerator and save that grease. Because that grease is pure minerals. It's pure minerals. It's what you know, we talk about eating vitamins. The vitamins you get from meat are the most healthiest vitamins for the human body. And that's all I'm going to say about that, you know? I haven't had steak like this. This is better than what Golden Corral sells. That's a little bit like beef bacon right there. It's crunchy, but it's not destroyed, it's not burnt to crisp. It just took all the moisture out of it. That's pretty damn good. 'Cause I bought these steaks and I dragged my ass, and I was like going, I don't feel like cooking, and I don't feel like this, and I say screw it. I gotta process these things because I bought it fresh. Been in the refrigerator about 4 days, you know, and it's starting to turn. And I'm going, I don't want to throw this away. So the easiest thing to do was, the good thing about the air fryer is you put it in it, turn it on, leave it. But I wish I could have turned the video on when I walked in here at the 4-minute and 38-second mark. Because this place was smoked out. But it's pretty good. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a Outback steak, to be honest with you. I don't want to put any sauces on it. You can see it's brown all the way through. It is well done. I was watching a guy, I've been watching this guy for the last year or two, called Old Carnivore Guy. And he's a dedicated carnivore because he had so many health problems. He had actual brain surgery, and for some reason the good Lord guided him to carnivore, and he's been really healthy ever since. But he just had a stroke, and he's doing a miraculous job of getting better. And part of that is because he's on a carnivore diet. You know, the first thing people say was, you got a stroke because of carnivore diet. And he rightfully so said, you know what? Maybe I got the stroke because I had brain surgery a couple years ago and they left something up there that needed to work itself out. I'll throw some butter on this. This butter is Tillamook butter. It's like $8 for 4 things. I gotta say the Briarwood or Breakwood butter in the blue package, which is like $5, has a better taste than this, I think. But pretty damn good, I gotta say. This is really hitting the spot. Really hitting the spot. Now I could fry myself up some egg and have some steak and eggs, you know. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Take a sec. These are Eggland's best eggs. It was a good deal, that's why I got them. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna cook them eggs in that beef grease. There we go. So I hope y'all been doing pretty good. All I've been doing is working and trying to stay away from the casino. And made some good progress on paying one of my credit card bills off. So that was a blessing. We thank the good Lord for that. So I put the oil all around the pan. I'm going to try to make this quick. I know y'all don't want to sit around and watch me cook eggs. I do not like eating shells. No, I do not. Yes, again. Little bitty bits of shell in there. That's out of there now, I hope. I guess we'll find out when I go crunch crunch when I eat it. Alright, well, we're getting some heat into it. That was a very alright, there's that. Here. Let's throw a little bit of something on that. Okay. There's you. Do a little bit of more of this on this. This is a Nature Zone perfectly crafted, thick sliced multi-grain bread. It's almost like Texas toast a little bit, and how thick it is. Alright, there's all that. It over a little bit. Got a done egg there, pretty much. I'm pretty happy with that. Break the yolk. Genius. Come over here again. There we go. As soon as I get piece of toast up here. Put the toast right there and put the eggs on that. But anyway, so I gotta get back on my workout. I'm feeling pains in places I don't need to be feeling pains. Just been working. Come home and go to sleep. Feed the cat, go to sleep. And then turn around and do it again another day. The thing with YouTube is, if you get into it, you can create a problem for yourself. Because you don't go to sleep. Alright, this is good enough here. Here we go. And then I can do 2 eggs on that. You know what? Let's go crazy. We got some this is Mexican style cheese blend from Giant. Got a little bit on there. Like that. Okay. There's that. Take this egg over here. Put it on there. Oh, come on now. Daggone it. Get the egg over there, put that right there. Okay. So as you can see, I'm not genuinely following religiously a carnivore lifestyle, because the bread is not carnivore. Now, the egg is fine, the cheese is fine, but the bread is a no-no if you're on carnivore. But I like a little bit of bread. I mean, this is like the end of my loaf of bread here. Got a little bit of this on here. There we go. Okay. Alrighty then. Flip you over. Flip you over. Turn you off. There's that. There's that. We're ready to rock. I wanna rock. All right. Turn it all off. Put that in the pan. There's that. Throw a little bit of the happy sauce on this. There we go. Sorry. Once that cools off, I'll turn everything on. That's good. Alrighty, folks. Well, here we are. Here we is. Oh, shit. Whoops. This is gonna be dessert. This is gonna be my after meal dessert. Take it over there, put it there. Alright, now, the egg line's right there. There it is. Alright. We're back. This is definitely ain't carnivore here. Alright, so there's that. Merry Christmas to me. As you can see, that's Welch's grape jelly. There we go. Alright. Lord in heaven, thank you for this day. Thank you for every day. Let's go. Do a little bit more pepper sizing. Do a little bit of this. And you know, I got eggs, so. Where are you? Where are you, honey? Come here, honey. That's not it. That's it. There it is, right there. Melinda's ghost pepper. Hot sauce. Here we go. A little bit of yum yum. Hell to the yes. Thank you, Lord. There you go, right there. Take a little bit of that. Well, it's dried out now. That's fine. I like that. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Man, that is good. I've been waiting for this meal for about 4 days. Now it was worth the wait. I'm so sick. I'm going to these fast food places and getting terrible food. The good thing about the Melinda's is it's hot, but it doesn't mask any flavors. Man, it's... Thank you, Colby. I appreciate you sending this over. I think this might be my new way of doing steaks, because this is lazy as shit. You take the steak out of the package. I run mine under water. Yeah, run it under water so it drip dry a little bit. Wipe it off with a paper towel. Put the oil, pepper, salt on it. I guess with the size that I had, so my total cooking time was $3.75 for 25 minutes. So I guess I could go probably 22 minutes, like 11 minutes each side, and try that. I didn't put the, I've got the meat thermometer here, but I didn't use it. I didn't have to use it. The whole house was telling me what was going on. I'm gonna turn on the coffee maker because we're gonna do a little review on this coffee I got from Giants called Tim Horton Coffee. And it's not anything spectacular, but it's a really decent cup of coffee. And if you can get it on sale, because right now at Giant it's on sale. Man, that's hitting the spot. Woo! Now these two pieces of meat, I don't think they were on sale, but I think they were under. I think they were like $9. I was going for a $10 mark, you know. Man, this is the spot. And eggs was a good idea. So, I'm trying to release myself from my addiction to slot machines. And I put that video out about me having my card win at $17,000, which I've gambled that back since then. And that's terrible. You know? But I went to Rosie's. Played out my credits. They ripped me off for $10, which made me laugh because I was going to close the card out anyway. But I had $50 in credits. So there were 5 machines in a row, and I played down. I actually won $150 on one machine. I played down, and then they took the $10 off my card. I was like going, okay, all right, that's cool. So I was $150 up, but you know how a gambler is. I'm winning! I'm gonna win the big one. So I left there with nothing. But I went to their counter, not at their big Rosie's in Dumfries, but at the small one. Because the big one at Rosie's, the big Rosie's at Dumfries had one person had it. It had 12 people in line. I'm like, holy crap. And the guy said, yeah, we've been standing here 25 minutes trying to get a dispute about payment on a ticket came out of a machine, taken care of. I was like, oh, okay. So I went down the hill to the smaller Rosie's. I said, I want to cancel this card. And he says, well, we really can't do that. I'm like going, I'm going, what? We really can't do it. We can take you off our mailing list. I said, okay, do that. That was interesting to hear that once they got your information, they've always got your information. I was like, going, okay. Interesting. Well, I wasn't counting on that. This is pretty damn good. Gotta admit. What I like about it, I especially like that it's cooked all the way through. Woo! Yummy, yummy, yummer. Tim Hortons coffee in the K-Cup. Now I got my soapy water over there with my little bit of bleach in it, and I'll rinse out these drawers and I'll clean this up, and then we'll be good to go. This was unexpected. I actually thought I was going to drag my ass and throw this steak away. I'm glad I didn't do that. So $3.75 for me. It's $3.75 at 11 minutes, both sides. I might actually try 10 minutes, you know? But it did a good job of cooking it. I'm very happy about that. It did darken the outside like it was cooked on a grill. And I might try, you know, covering it with onions or something like that and see what happens there. Or let it cook for the first 10 minutes, and then for the second 10 minutes put the onions on it and let them cook with the steak for the second 10 minutes. But who knows? I'm just glad this worked out. And it did work out. Alright. And the eggs hit the spot. Alright, just a minute. Woo! Pretty damn good. Good pudding. Yeah, man. So that's what is it, 10, I think it's 12, 10, and 8 on my machine. That's 12 ounces of Horton coffee. It's got an okay flavor to it. It's comparable with Maxwell House. This is organic something creamy. You get it Giant, and it's got this full heated on wrapper around the package, but if you grab it, there's a zipper. You can just pull it off. This looks like one of them old classic milk cartons. Woo! All right. You know, I know I'm supposed to eat this with a fork and all that, but I ain't gonna do that. This is essentially my after dinner jelly donut. That is really good. That's a nice end to a great meal. Oh. Oh yeah. That's all right. And that's I used to be able to eat about 20 or 30 Reese cups, like 4 packs of them, you know, the 8 packs, at a sitting. I can't eat that stuff now at all anymore, because I think what they went with was waste lactose out of milk production to put in their chocolate, because it has a taste that it does not appeal to me anymore at all, period. Now, I can eat the Lindt chocolate, L-I-N-D-T chocolate. I can eat that. A Snickers bar, I can still eat a Snickers bar, but I can't eat many of them. Then they got to be fresh. And that's a problem, because a lot of places you go to eat these candy bars, man, you buy them, they're stale as hell. But this right here, if I want a sweet, I got peanut butter and jelly. I make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's essentially, nutritionally, that's like eating 2 donuts. And that's the sad part, you know, is we used to eat like we'd eat the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, we'd follow it with a Pepsi with sugar in it, and then we'd have a couple donuts with a hot coffee, with sugar in the hot coffee. I mean, literally, you know, burying ourselves in sugar. That's it. Well, that kind of hit the spot. Pretty good. I was at Walmart down in Richmond on my way home today, and I was walking around there, and I got 3 loaves. They had loaves of Italian bread, loaves of French bread from the bakery. Were like, I think it was like 45 cents. Loaf was that big. They had overproduced. But I know the bread in that loaf is the cheapest damn bread you can buy. I got 2 of the big loaves of Italian and 1 of the big loaves of French, had them under my arm. And I said, man, even if I put butter, and I was thinking about getting the Breakstone bread, I think it's Breakstone butter is in a blue package, salted butter. To me, that's got a real good flavor. And then this other stuff, this Tillamook, it has a rich, fatty flavor, but not really flavor. The Breakwood has a better flavor. Come on over here, knucklehead, see if you want something. Come on. You're welcome over here. Come on. Look in the plate, see if you want to eat something. Here. Here you go, boo-boo. Come here, boo-boo. Here you go. It's all you. Have yourself something if you want to. Go ahead, boo. Little knucklehead. She doesn't know. She's just scared. Her health's been hanging pretty good. I mean, she's a semi-long hair, so she gets a lot of hairballs, which can be messy, but that's normal for a cat. So, but we just been sort of chugging along here. I don't like posting unless I have something of interest to post, and I don't like posting unless I'm going to bring you something that's going to be reasonably entertaining. I don't want to just fill space. But anyway, thank you for watching the video. This was pretty damn good. I'm thinking I'm going to be hitting the sack here in just a minute. But, oh, I got to clean this shit up. Got it. All right, folks. Well, you know God is right next to you, and if you need His help, you just put your hand on your shoulder and say, Lord, I need your help. I'm a screw up. Please help me not screw up so much. And God will help you. It might not come in the way you think, or even the way you like, because sometimes it's got to get worse before it gets better. But keep reaching out to God, and He'll help you. Thanks for watching the video, folks. Tomorrow's Friday, so it's the start of the weekend. Have a great rest of your Thursday and Friday and weekend, and hopefully we'll see you on a exercise video here pretty soon. I'm going to start at 10 reps because to get back into it I gotta start slow. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful evening and Friday, and we'll see you later. God bless you, folks. Tally ho! Thank you, Colby. We appreciate the air fryer, sir. Why did it not turn off? Yeah.